Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. I'll be back because nobody's here. But when y'all get here, we'll chat. Not really in a big hurry anyway. It's the last day before I got to go. Welcome, Mike. How you doing? Shoot, no, I've only been here for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I probably got my second line in 1.5 minutes ago. So we ain't caught nothing yet. First person in chat. So thank you. Appreciate it. Happy Sunday morning to you. I'm not going to be here long, but I had a little bit of bait I didn't want to waste. So I was like, I'll come over here and see if I can't catch something before I go home. I got something on my phone. So that's where we're at. We're at the harbor again at Pere Marquette, hoping to catch a bowfin or a catfish or a gar. I don't want to catch no more turtles. I'm sure I'll catch one of those tonight. Why? Because that's just what I do. I catch turtles on the Sunday night bite show. It should be the Sunday night turtle bite show. Just saying. All right. Hang out. I'm sure somebody else will be in here soon. Looks like somebody else popped in. Who's in here? Who's in here? Paul, welcome in. Jen, great to see you. Good morning to you. Hey. We're going to give fishing about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Then I got to go get the rest of the stuff packed up at camp. So I want to get it done before it gets too hot. It's going to be like 90 degrees again today. But for now, it's like 72 beautiful degrees with a nice breeze. So I'll be right back. I'm going to the truck. I didn't forget anything this time because I actually brought everything I need. I know it's probably hard to believe. I'm just going to put my tackle bag in my truck because I'm not going to need anything out of it. I hope. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Tell him, Jen. Here, fishy kitty. Here, fishy kitty. Okay, now I'm back with you guys. I'm doing great, buddy. What type of reels do you have on both your poles? One is a Cat Daddy reel, the one on the right, and the other one's a Bass Pro. I think it's an 80 series, so that might be like equivalent to like an 8,000 series. It's a big reel. It's too big for that rod, but it came off an 11-foot rod. And I bought it in a combo at the Bass Pro Shop. But that rod I've got those two rods are Berkley Big Games from Walmart for 20 or 25 bucks. I really like them. Ashley Brady, good morning to you. Very welcome. Great to see you. It's a nice cloudy day so far. It's going to get sunny. It's going to get hot. So we're going to catch a fish and go back to camp, pack up the rest of the stuff, and head out. So I'm really kind of stalling. Tell me if you like my setup. I have a Cat King. That's not bad. Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Wishing we were fishing. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. It's always great to see you, Ashley. So I know this sounds silly. Ben, no, I haven't caught nothing yet. I've been here for about 10 minutes. You know, I like to catch these bowfin fish, and people hate them because they're a little slimy and they're a little different looking, and you can eat them, which I don't really care about anyway. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to, but I don't think they'd be very good. But it seems like the only place I can catch them at the bowfins is here in this area. And I'm outside of Grafton, Illinois at Pierre Marquette State Park Harbor. I've tried to fish for them in Missouri. I've tried to fish for them in slack water that I can find. I can't find them anywhere else but here. So I'm like, I'm not going to catch another one until next year. So I want to try to get one more in this morning. They'll pretty much bite on anything that they can. I've caught them on Asian carp, skipjack, and on shad. So I think they'll pretty much eat anything you throw out there. It's just if they go by and find it. What is my PB catfish? About a 65 to 70 pound blue. Oh yeah, it's beautiful here. It really is. There's a big pavilion they got. There's another pavilion back there. I don't know how well you can see it. That's an old I guess it's probably like a little lookout house or something maybe that was on the point of this harbor at one time. I don't really know what it is, but it was there for a reason, and it's old. And it's made of the old stone and old wood and stuff. And then over here, That's actually the visitor center. They have cabins and restaurants here, or a restaurant and a big inn. They got all kinds of kind of cool stuff here. And from my understanding, that Pierre Marquette is the largest state park in Illinois. But it's a nice place. They keep it clean. They keep all the grass mowed. The restrooms are clean. I mean, it's a great place to visit if you ever come this way. And it's only like 2 hours from my house, so it's not really that far if I want to come. Yeah, I tell you what, up to this year, I hadn't caught a big blue. I mean, all my blue cats I caught were like a pound or 2 pounds. And then this year, I just got lucky and I got in a couple nice blue cats. So we got 4 people and 4 thumbs up. You never believe that stupid people counter because it's never right. There's probably like 10,000 people in this live stream and it says 4. Now it says 5. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So I went and put my chest cam on. So if y'all wonder why I got my chest cam on, if we happen to catch a fish, I like to get it to do a little video short. Just a little easier pulling it directly off the camera card instead of having to go through and clip this and do this and do this and screen record that. You know what I mean? Jump in. I tell you what, Wild Hook could jump into this and not drown. It's only inches deep. And I'm not kidding when I say inches deep. Halfway across is only like 6 inches. The deepest spot is, I would guess, just by the rate of the fall of the jig dropping, maybe a foot. It's like you cast out there and your weight's on the bottom that quick. Jump in, jump in, jump in. So I came down and spent the weekend with Rod. Well, Friday and Saturday. It was a blast. We caught some amazing fish. There's going to be some good footage come out. I hope you guys check it out. If you haven't, gone over and check out Rod at Rod's Fishing Adventures. Yeah, it's really shallow. Well, the problem is, okay, so that is the Illinois River. I guess you guys can probably see it. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm just guessing. So that's the Illinois River. So what happens is when it floods and those big barges and stuff come up and down the river, it pushes all that sediment into the harbor. Well, every so often they have to go through and dredge it. Well, it doesn't take long and all that sediment and stuff comes back into the harbor. So, and when it does, it makes the harbor shallow. And if they only dredge it once every couple of years, it's going to stay shallow. What keeps getting held for review? Would you be able to tell the viewers to subscribe to my channel? Well, I'll tell the viewers if they want to look at your channel, they can. Wishing we were fishing. I can't share the link. Here, we'll show it so some people can check it out. Cassiers, welcome in. How you doing? Damn. Good morning. I'm trying to show that. That's whatever. But anyway, we're hoping to catch one more fish before I gotta go finish packing up. Catching both fin are hard for me where I live, but I can usually catch a couple here. Hey, damn casters. I know what you're saying, but it's just kind of the way it came out. It's kind of funny. Damn casters. Yeah. You know, I probably should go try to snag a couple more of those shad. I got all my shad from the duck pond over here. They were just like all over the place, all over the top. So I took a whopper plopper and I ran right up to them and I got right to the school was and I zipped it. And I hooked one or two at a time. Uncle Rod, good morning to you. We're fishing a major harbor today. It's huge. It's a great big huge place. It's loaded with water, boat docks, maybe a few fish, and definitely got two baits because I got the two baits out there. Rudd, I know this looks huge, but I just got done telling everybody it's like 6 inches to a foot deep throughout here. It might be a couple, in a couple spots it might be a little deeper, but it's not very deep. It's really not deep at all. So I think I'm gonna go to 8:30 or 9 o'clock, depending on how hot it gets. If the sun gets too bad, I won't be able to reach that anyway, so it ain't gonna make a difference. But right now, the clouds behind, the sun's behind the clouds. It's gonna take me probably 40 minutes or so to pack up tent and the rest of the stuff at camp. Because I didn't put my stove up because I knew I had to make some coffee this morning. Gotta have some coffee. So I gotta put it up, roll up the air mattress, take the tent down, which it's a big 8-man tent, but it's one of those that just kind of like pops up. So you can set it up in like 2 minutes. It takes longer to take it down than it does to set it up. And get all that stuff. Yeah, see, coffee was good. Unfortunately, I only had 1 cup because I wanted to get down here. I had my alarm set for 5 a.m. Well, I'm like, man, I don't really have to be up. And I get up at 4 a.m. through the week. So I slept in just a little bit today. Good morning, F4C. How are you today? Good to see you. How you doing? Had a good day? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Savage, good morning. How are you? Hey, I'm hoping to. Really hoping to get a big monster. I just want one more bowfin. I'd be happy. They bleed like a stuffed pig when you hook them. It don't hurt them; they just bleed. But man, they're a ton of fun to catch. For people to catch them all the time, they're boring. It's like catching skipjack. I have a blast catching skipjack. Them dudes fight and fight for all the bigger they are. They are fun to catch. Now, I had a drink. What did I do? There it is. I found it. Oh no, Rod. I mean, they're fun. I don't have a whole lot of skipjack where I'm at. Once in a while, you'll luck into one on Mississippi. But like when I go down to fish with Tony, I can sit there and catch skipjack all day. I mean, and not get bored of it. I don't care. Last time I was down there, we caught a bunch of small ones. They were still a ton of fun. Well, I guess we probably caught like 20. But they were still a blast to catch. Yeah, yellow bass. I mean, I've caught yellow bass when I come here to Rod. We'll go to Otter Lake and there's a bunch of yellow bass in it. They don't get very big here. They'll get 5 or 6 inches, but they're still a lot of fun to catch. I mean, there may be bigger ones. I've never caught a bigger one than 5 or 6 inches. Do you do catch and cook? I really don't. I don't. I eat fish when I'll mostly keep crappie if I'm going to keep anything. I did keep a couple catfish because we had some blues, and I've never had blue. I wanted to try a blue catfish. But as far as like doing a catch and cook, no. I might sometime. But usually by the time I get done fishing, it's late. Last thing I want to do is cook catfish or any kind of fish. This is freshwater. This is off the Illinois River in Illinois, in the States. You guys can probably hear that barge going down the river. And I tell you, we fished out here on the Illinois River last night. We had a couple good bites. We did catch one nice little channel cat, probably about 3 or 4 pounds. And some old skipjack. Couldn't catch him on the shad. Day before yesterday, Rod did catch a nice little flathead on a little skipjack or a little shad. Right now I'm running like little 2-inch skipjacks on or 2-inch shads on both these rods. I'm gonna hit on the right rod, guys. Okay, let's see if he comes back. It hit it though. Usually when them bowfin hit, they're either going to bury it or they'll hit it a couple times like they did, and he'll come back for it in a few minutes. And then they're kind of like, sometimes they'll bite it like a flathead, and they'll just kind of slowly take it down, but they'll start running like a gar. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that bait's pretty small, so it don't take a whole lot to pull it off the hook. But when we caught one, Friday night, I came over here and fished the harbor. Caught one on skipjack, and I caught one on a bluegill head. So they'll eat pretty much anything a catfish will eat. They're 5/0 jackhammer team catfish hooks. They're called the jackhammer. It's kind of a straight shank hook, but that's a circle hook. They call it a dual action, I believe. You can set the hook on it, or you can use it as a regular circle hook. There's a barge cruising down the river. I'm gonna give that bait probably another 2 minutes. I'm gonna reel it in and check it. I'm a big fan of buying things on clearance at Walmart in the spring, and they had all kinds of hooks on sale for $1.50. All the team catfish hooks. So I bought like 25 packs. I mean, you can't go wrong for $1.50 on team catfish hooks. I haven't had any problem with them. Some people complain that they're not sharp enough or they're not made very well. I haven't had any kind of issue with them. It's like we got 13 awesome people in here and 12 thumbs up. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably go over to the duck pond and try to snag a few more shad for tonight's video. Sunday night bites. It'll be at 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll be on my channel tonight. Stacy's always a co-host. We're always looking for somebody to join in the stream. If y'all would like to, just let us know. We can drop you a link. Making pumpkin English muffins. That sounds good. I can't say I've ever seen or heard of a pumpkin English muffin, but it sounds good. Yep. I mean, I tell you what, I've bought those little multi-packs off of Amazon even. I guess they're probably just little Chinese hooks, but I've never had any problems with those. Those work really good too, and they're strong. You can get a whole box of different size circle hooks for like $10. I mean, you might need to sharpen a couple of them, but what's the big deal about using a sharpener? Just scrape, and it's done. All right, I'm gonna pull that in, see if we got bait. on the bottom already. That quick. There's an ounce of weight on it. Now I know we all seen that bait, that rod move, so we know it got hit, but that bait didn't look like it got touched. Yeah, I like the offset style hook. I've done a lot better with those. And I think depending on what time I get out of here, I'm really kind of sort of stalling, to be honest with you. There's a place called Fast Eddie's Bon Air in Alton, Illinois. And they've got some amazingly good food for being a bar style. I mean, it's like a big, huge bar style place. And you get, I think it's like a third pound burger for like $3. And a basket of fry for $1.99. So I mean, you can eat cheap. The only thing is you gotta buy 2 drinks. So I'll buy 2 sodas. That's where they get you. They'll charge you like $3 a soda. But still, for a treat once in a while, I really like to go there. It's the home of the Delwood on a stick, which I've never had, but it's like a kebab of some sort. So we're 35 minutes in and had 1 bite. That's not bad. 1 fish should be better, but I'll take what I can get. I definitely need to find some lead. I've got to make some more weights. And I need to find some weight molds. I want to find some like 1, 2s, and 3s of the Bell Sinker weight molds. My buddy's got a 6 and 7 ounce or 6 and 8 ounce mold that I can borrow when I need to. But for places like this and a lot of places I fish, I don't need those big weights. And it's expensive if you go buy weights. Come on, fishy fishies. That dude is not going to put that boat in down here. There ain't no way. Look at this. Y'all can see him yet. There ain't no way that boat is going to get through here. It might, but I don't think so. I think he needs to go down to Grafton to put in. I don't think it's deep enough for him. But I know one thing, if he comes through here, I'm going to have to reel my lines in because he's going to have to go close to this bank to try to get out. But it might be pretty entertaining to see him get stuck. We'll see what happens. There'll be a few minutes. D, no, we ain't caught nothing yet. We had a good bite, but that was it. Yeah, he's going to try to put his boat in. Well, he'll put his boat in. I just don't know that he's going to get out of the harbor. That is a fish, guys. Fish on. It's a bowfin. I got my rod holder too. Pretty sure it's a bowfin. It is a bowfin. All right, let me get my net. Don't you go anywhere. You stay there. Look at that rod bend. All right, guys, let's get this dude in. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I don't dump them in the water. I've almost done that a couple times. Come on. All right, we got our fishy. All right. These guys fight like tanks, man. They do have teeth, so don't stick your fingers in their mouth. Okay, guys, here's a bowfin. Like I said, they'll bleed when you catch them. Just what they do. But there you go. It's a nice bowfin. All right, let's get him back in the water. That's what we're after. Well, River Boss, we just caught our first fish. Nice bowfin. Let me get another piece of bait. You got my hook all tangled up in my net. Tangled it up good too. There we go. Came right out. Good enough. And when I was saying we were using small shad, that's it. I mean, that's all the bigger they are. There's that jackhammer offset hook. This guy's got their boat out. I'm going to wait a minute to cast out because I got to film after turn around and reel it right back in. All right, we're going to give it a minute for this guy to come through with the boat. I kind of casted mine over here to the left. There's a dock. Looks like what you call a ling, huh? Well, hey, nice fish, Scotty. Thank you, thank you. River Boss, glad to see you come in. Like I said, a lot of people call this trash fish, and they don't really like to catch. Catching them. My dang camera turned off. I hope I got that on camera. Repairing your file. I'll be really upset if I didn't get that on camera. Play it. I don't think it got it on camera. That stinks. I mean, the footage is there, but it's froze up. Come on. I guess we'll find out when I get home and put it on the computer. It sure does. The footage just froze up. That stinks. So I know you guys kind of like seeing me stretch to get that fish. Right on the bottom of, you guys can see the edge here. There's probably still like 5 foot down to the water. And that bowfin was probably like 5 or 6 pounds. That's about average of what I catch out of here. Now the bowfin and the snakehead, they look a lot alike. The dorsal fin is shorter on a snakehead, and the head of a snake, or the head of a snake head, looks like a snake. That's why it's called a snakehead. Those are invasive species, where the bowfin are not invasive species. So they're 2 different species, but they look a lot alike. Yeah, it's a good drop, that's for sure. I wish this guy'd come through here in this boat so I can get my other line back in the water. I seen that 2 stands is going live, or it went live. So everybody's, well, not everybody, but I'm sure a few people probably go over there. So they put on a good show. It's a little too busy of a show for me. I don't mind having like 1 or 2 people on panel, but when you get a whole bunch of people on panel, it gets to be too much for me. That's just me personally, though. Not knocking their show in any way, because I do think they got a good show. Come on, people, get your butts up there here. Well, they're gonna sit there and throw for Chad. I'm throwing out anyway. I'll just throw a little bit shallower. One thing I don't like about these Berkley big game reels is the reel comes loose quite easy. You see, that guy throws a shad net like I do, a pork chop. At least that time. I think he's actually stepping on the line. River Boss, have a good day. Thanks for popping in. We got to see that line go down one more time. So if any of you guys want to join Sunday Night Bites, whether you're fishing or just want to hang out and chat, get on panel or whatever, you're more than welcome. Just let me or Stacy know. We'll get you in there. I know with it getting darker sooner, we're probably going to start moving that time up a little bit. Might start doing it at 5 Central Time, which would be 6 his time, because he's an hour ahead of me. And we may shorten it down to like 9 o'clock instead of 10. Because I tell you what, to be honest with you, it's hard on me because I'll either work a double and then go into the live and do the live for a couple hours, or like today I'm off, I'll go do the live and I have to go in and work a double tomorrow. So it's like time I get home from the live, it's 11 o'clock at night. Then I got to be back up at 4 to go to work at 5. So I think we're going to change the hours up a little bit for like fall, winter type fishing. Come on, Bowfin, bite again. Yeah, and like on the weekends that the weekends that it's on Stacy's channel, I work doubles. I'll work the 11 p.m. shift on Friday. So I work 11 to 7:30. Then I work a double Saturday. Then I work a double Sunday. Then I go do a live after I get off work, because I go directly from work to the lake to do the live. So it is rough, and a lot of times I got to be to work at 5 o'clock on Monday morning. What do I do for work? I am a cook at a residential care facility. So basically I cook at a nursing home. They want to call us chefs, but we don't make chefs pay, so I'm a cook. I hear that boat coming. I'm probably gonna have to move this rod. You gonna be good?
How far out of here are you?
I'm right here right now, but I know it's pretty shallow right there.
Yeah, it's 2 feet.
I knew you were coming through, so I didn't cast too far.
You got 2 out, right? Should be good, right?
Yeah, you're good. Well, I'm surprised he made it through. They said it's 2 feet where he went through. He had that motor trimmed all the way up though. He had to be right in that little bit of a channel that's left out there. Man, it's getting hard to see chat. That sun's just starting peeking through them clouds. So we'll have videos coming out. We'll release our members only video, which will probably be the catfish. Well, I'll do my. I'm gonna relate. I did a review on out of air vacuum seal bags. I'll release that as a regular video. Then I'm gonna work on our catfish video from Friday. I'll do that as probably a members only, and it will release 3 or 4 days after that to the public. Then probably next week I'll have a crappie video from Rod and I fishing yesterday. Of course, all that depends on when I have time to actually sit down and edit the videos. Because as some of you guys know, I work a lot of doubles. Have to go. Have a good day. All right, casters. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We're not going to be a heck of a lot longer. That sun's going to get too bright to read chat. But we did catch one more fish, and that's what I was after. We're going to give it just a little bit longer. Probably go to 9:30. Hey, I definitely appreciate you popping in. That's for sure. Don't normally do live so early in the morning. So I'm normally at work. I guess it's not early for you. It's afternoon. Oh, little seagulls are running around over here. I don't know if they're really seagulls, but they look like. I don't know what the name of them is, but they look like seagulls. They must be in here after some bait. There one goes across the screen now. I might have to get my hat on so I can maybe see. Seeing my little floppy hat helps. Not really. Thought I would try it though. 1425. All right. Good to see you. Thanks again, Aircasters, for coming in. So it's 2:45 there. Holy cow, that sun's getting bright. Sure, it's gonna get bright on you guys too. And here comes the heat. Hoping next time I come here, this water's up a little bit. I think the fish will be a little bit better. It's pretty low. Not nearly as low as what the Mississippi is, at least down by my house. Where I'm at is actually, there's a dam in Alton. You know, they don't really run it too much unless they're pushing barges through, I don't think. So the water level here seems to stay up more than what it is on the lower Mississippi where I'm at. But the Illinois runs into the Mississippi just north of here. And then they just form the Mississippi. And then you get further down in the Ohio and all that runs in the Mississippi. Okay, I can officially not see the phone whatsoever. I can't see my routes really as far as that goes. Wonder if I can do this. Let's try this. All right, guys, you're walking with me. We're going to try to sneak behind the truck where there's a little bit of Ah, I can see you again. Packers, how you doing? I'm headed out to play a soccer game. All right. I'll be here for another 40 minutes or so. I have to go. All right. I don't know if we're going to be here for 40 more minutes. I've still got to go pack up camp, take the tent down, fold up the air mattress, all the good jazz. But probably be here for about another 30 minutes. How was your camping trip? My camping trip was really fun. I had a great time with Rod. I enjoyed camping in the tent. Kind of enjoyed not having electric. Kind of like back when I was a young kid and didn't have those little extra luxuries that I'm used to having nowadays. I do think I'm going to try to get a smaller tent though, because that's an 8-man tent, which is great. Because I got storage on one side, but it's like really big for just one person. When Shane and I went all the time, it was a perfect tent because it's got a divider, so we both had our own space. But Shane's took a different job and he don't really have the time to go anymore. Rod Wilson, welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry, it's hard to see chat. The sun came out. It's kind of why I like doing videos at night. The sun don't bother you, but the bugs do. And I tell you what, I had bugs last night. I had mosquitoes, and I had more mosquitoes than my mosquitoes had mosquitoes. Randall, how you doing? Good to see you this morning. We got one bowfin this morning, which is what the plan was, to catch one more. Not going to be greedy by saying I need to catch 2 or 3, but catching just one more would be nice before I go. We got about another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, we could hear the mosquitoes. Yeah, I know they were bad. And the stupid camera kept trying to focus on the mosquitoes because they were getting on the lens. I guess I need to get one of them big screened-in porches or screened-in tents and try to do videos out of there, but then you'd see the screen. And just so you guys know, probably once it starts getting like cold, I won't be able to do a whole lot of catfishing because the places I fish are just smaller lakes. And I really don't think the catfish will be good in them. I will be doing some trout fishing because they stock our one local lake with trout at the end of October. You can start catching them November 1st. So that will be awesome. And we'll be doing crappie fishing because I'll get out on the water to catch some crappie. No, it's going pretty good. We caught one fish already. We got about 30 minutes to go, and then I have to go pack up camp to head home. Yep, it's definitely going to be crappie season. We caught some nice ones yesterday. It's hard catching crappie in the summertime, but when spring, I'll fish for crappie fall, winter, and spring. And I tell you what, Rod at Rod's Fishing Adventures, he's sponsored by Brush Pile Jigs. And he always told me, even before he got sponsored by Brush Pile Jigs, how good their jigs were and how durable they were. I used one jig for pretty much all day yesterday and caught probably 25 or 30 crappie on it. And a couple of them were really nice crappie. I mean, I got some 11 and a half, 12-inch crappie. And I used that same jig that whole day pretty much. It got a little torn up, but I mean, to catch that many crappie and only use one jig, I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. So I'm not sponsored by Brush Pile Jigs. I'm not sponsored by Rod's Fishing Adventures. Well, I guess I'm away because he lets me come up and fish with him, which I really do appreciate that. But I'm kind of sold on Brush Pile Jigs myself. So if you guys want to try them, you can. Rod's discount code, I believe, is Rod's FA. Then you get a 10% discount. You might want to double check with him on that promo code, but I think that's what it is. But check out Brush Pile Jigs. Hey there, Original. How you doing? I know I'm gonna buy some Brush Pile Jigs. They have a big fishing show in Collinsville, Illinois in February. I think I'll probably go there and buy some Brush Pile Jigs. Sometimes you go to the shows and you get a little better price on them, plus you don't have to pay shipping, and you can actually see what you're buying before you buy it. Of course, you can go to their website, which is brushpilejigs.com, and see their products as well. But I'm one of those guys that kind of like to go in there and see what it is, how big it is. And I was using a little bitty 1 and 1.5 inch jig. I've never used a jig that small, so it was fun. It was a new experience for me. And I don't know the name of it, but it was like a little monkey milk with a little chartreuse tail on it. It was catching fish. I've tied trout flies every night. You know, I've got a fly rod, and I haven't used that fly rod, and I couldn't tell you how many years. It's my original fly rod that I got when I was a kid. And then I had the guy that taught me how to fly fish. His name was Clifford Pounds, and when he passed away, I got his fly rod. So that fly rod that he gave me is probably 50 to 60 years old. I wouldn't mind getting into tying flies and jigs. I just don't know that I'd use them enough. Because I watch, you know, I like watch Matt and do it, and over at Natural State Fishing, I've watched him do several of them and things like that. And I watch guys tie them, rod ties jigs, and they're good. I've used them. I just wish we could find jig heads that the paint don't flake off as soon as you bounce it off of something. Because you go buy them Walmart jig heads and the paint just comes right off of them. And I got to use Rod's ACC crappie stick. And I tell you what, I kind of really liked it. And I may buy one. It's $100. But man, it was it's a nice stiff kind of jigging rod. Unlike the one I got, it's kind of really flimsy. So I liked it. I enjoy it. I got plastic coated jig heads. I make big ones for fishing it in Scotland. Yeah, I've got to find something because I'm tired of. I mean, a lot of people believe that the color of jig heads makes a difference. I don't really know if it does or not. But all I know is after a couple of casts, my jig heads are back to original lead color with a little bit of chartreuse or red or what have you on it. And I still catch fish.
I can make us some Parmesan chicken and frozen patty burgers. You know.
That sounds good.
Any luck?
I just caught one bowfin. Thank you. I don't guess he's gonna make me any chicken Parmesan. But I thought just tying some jigs and stuff would be fun. It's something different. Heck, I might even start marketing my own. Sell them to little local shops or what have you. It don't take very long to tie them, it don't seem. And probably not all that expensive to get into. I think the little holder would probably be the most expensive part. I've got a Hobby Lobby by me, so I could get the thread and everything I needed from there. All right, guys, these fish have 17 minutes to bite, so they've better do something quick. I'm thinking mosquitoes are still bad out here. Here, fishy, fishy. We need Heather in here saying, here, fishy kitty. Or Rhea C. Rhea C really does good at calling the fish in. Had 4 nice trout Thursday evening. Biggest around 6 pounds. Oh, wow. I've never caught a trout that big. Usually the trout that are stocked in my area are like 15, 16, 17 inches. So they're probably, what, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds tops. But we don't have any like fresh, I shouldn't say fresh, wild trout in my area. Everything's stocked by the conservation department. It all comes out of hatcheries. We've got a few places like Merrimack Springs and Montauk Springs and Bennett Springs. You know, they're all spring fed, so the conservation stocks those. And it's kind of like a deal. You can go in, you got to pay so much to get in, and you got to pay for your daily pass, and you can catch like, or you can keep like 3 trout. Couldn't even tell you how much it is. Last time I went, it was like $2 to fish, $5 to get in, and you could keep 5 trout. Now they've dropped that limit down to 3. But I don't care a whole lot to eat trout anymore. Used to love it. Wrap that dude up in foil with some butter and lemon pepper. Just let it cook. It was good. We have salt water here. Stock up to 20 pounds. Wow. Now, there are a few rivers that do have wild trout, but they're not anywhere near me. I think the closest place to me would be the Current River. And I've never been there, at least that I remember. I might have been there as a kid. But I don't know if I've ever caught anything because I don't remember being there. You know how that is. Gotta have trout bacon wrapped. Never tried it that way. But anything's good with bacon, right? Bacon's good with bacon. I think it's a law. It should be. Bacon, bacon, bacon. But heck, who can afford to buy bacon anymore? It's got so stinking. I guess everything's really got expensive, especially in those states that have higher minimum wages. Seems like the price is up compared to other places. Dana Pax, how you doing? Nice to see you. We only got about 10 more minutes, so we're going to have to call it quits because I got to go pack up camp. But we did catch our one bowfin that we wanted, so the trip was not a failure. Oh, I love me some BLTs, and yeah, I love BLTs. I try to stay away from the bread anymore, but once in a while I'll sneak one. When I do eat bread, I eat rye bread, which I like the taste of. A lot of people don't like rye bread, but it's got to, it's definitely better when you toast it. Saving up for next year. Well, hopefully by next year, my YouTube channel will start making some money and I can afford to buy bacon. I don't see that happening. Yeah, you got to have the lettuce and the tomato. So what I've decided to do, if I ever get to my first $100 that I'm going to make on YouTube, I'm going to use it to buy my fishing license for Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky. Because I do fish all three spots. And the money I make on YouTube, I want to put back into YouTube because I do this for you guys. And you guys come watch me. Don't know why, but you do. But I appreciate it. And you support me. So any of the money that I do make on YouTube will go back into buying a fishing rod or paying for fishing license. I'll pay for gas and stuff out of my pocket. Because if I'm going to go, I'm going to go anyway. But it is nice to get that little bit extra to help pay for the little things, bait, things like that. Yeah, it's a tax write-off. I think you got to make over $500 in order to start writing it off on taxes. I'm not worried about it this year, but maybe next year I probably will. Yeah, because next year I'm sure I'll make over $500 because I'll have the whole year. And if you get a couple good videos out there and they blow up, you're going to make some money on them. So then I'll start saving gas receipts and things like that. No F's, thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. $5 super sticker. Thank you again. Never required. Always appreciated though. But yeah, anything I start buying next year, I'll save receipts for. Because taxes kill me with all the overtime I work at work. So maybe they'll help offset some of those taxes as well. And if y'all decide you want to be members of the channel, we got memberships for 99 cents. You get a sticker. You get members only videos and members only lives. When we start doing members only lives, that is. But we will. I know a sticker ain't really a big thing, but it's still nice to give something back. And really, to be honest with you, by the time you buy the stickers and you mail the silly things, it ends up costing you like $2 or $3. So you're getting a heck of a deal. Rod, thank you for becoming a member of the Fishers. I appreciate it. That'll get us up to like 8 or 10 members. That's good. Stephen Merchant the other day gifted out 5, I believe, memberships for a month. So hopefully those people will rejoin. If they don't, I hope they enjoy some of the perks that comes along with it. And Rod, if you want to email me your address, I will send you a sticker. My email's in the in my about section right on the top of my YouTube page. It's fishingfunagain@gmail.com. I wanted to get Fun Fishing Adventures, but somebody else had it. So instead of doing something smart like Fun Fishing Adventures 1, I did something totally different. But it's okay. Rod is now green. Awesome. All right, Fish, you got 3 minutes. You better do something. I don't think we're going to get anything else, guys. But we did catch the one. It only takes 10 seconds to bend that rod over and hook up. I've done better catching catfish out of here in the evening. I guess because that bait comes back up in here. You'd think it'd stay in here all the time with being the river. It goes out there, it's going to get ate by fish. I ain't seen no Asian carp jumping. They were jumping all over the place last night. Them things are such a menace. They're big. When Rod and I went fishing yesterday, there was 2 or 3 of them jumped in the boat. I like using them for bait. I try keeping up with Randy, but I'd be in the doghouse. Yeah, I bet you would be. Can't do that. Can't be in the doghouse. All right, guys, I'm going to start going packing up. I know we got 2 minutes left, but I don't think we're going to catch any more fish. So thank you guys for stopping in. No S, thank you for the super sticker. Rod, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. You know, it's a 99-cent membership. It's cheap. But I know when you start getting a bunch of memberships, it gets expensive. And that's something that I'll start doing too when I start making money. I'll start becoming members of other channels just to show my support as well. Sometimes the doghouse is quite peaceful. Yeah, it is. So, guys, we'll see you tonight on the Sunday Night Bite Show. It'll be on my channel. We'll have Stacy, and if somebody else wants to pop in panel, just let me know, and we'll get you in there. Mr. Wildhook or Duke, if you're out there somewhere, if you guys want to join, I'm sure it's a little bit cooler now than what it was last time you guys jumped in panel. Let me know. So, guys, we'll see you tonight. Sunday Night Bites at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for joining. I'm going to get this stuff packed up. Fishing on credit on that one. No bait. I'm going to keep this little shad and use him tonight. These are Shane's rod holders. These were homemade. These things are awesome. I really like them. Okay, guys. Catch you later. I'm out of here.